We're back. um, the Retro 20. So, for the first time, I think, ever, I've lost power before while streaming, but this is the first time I've ever lost a speed run because of power going out. I actually could have PB'd in Monster in my pocket, and now I lost it. Open... Where? What? Oh, okay, I see. Hang on. I got this. Monster in my pocket. There it is. We were playing Little Mermaid last stream, so my live split was a little confused. But, yes, thanks for the welcome back. So, it's been storming in my area, but the worst of it passed us, and our power went out for like 2 seconds. So, I don't know why that is, but, I'm trying to... Just be patient, y'all. I'm trying to get this set back up. Looks like okay. I gotta turn my TV on. Was it our? Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. Thank God, my TV works. Yay! I hope the file didn't get... I hope my power pack didn't get corrupted, but no, we're good. We're good. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it, but... Also, my Twitch chat is being dumb again. I see Oriel's message on my OBS window, but I don't... Like, I see where it says you say that, like, I was an expert Game Boy player. But it's not in my... Let me... Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna just completely reopen my chat window and see if that helps. What is going on? Okay. Okay, now... Oh, I see what's wrong. I see what's wrong. Okay, I see what's wrong. I see what's wrong. I refresh... Okay, hang on a minute. Give me a second. I am going to close it. Reopen it. Nope, that didn't... Hang on. Properties. I want to refresh it. That's what we're trying to do. Marco. Polo. Shut it. Yeah, shut it down. Okay. I'm gonna bring it back up. Okay. Now if you guys say something, it should show up. Don't do it again. I'm sorry, Arcadia. Oh, thank God. Okay, there we go. We got it. Jesus. Sorry, I'm a little frazzled. You just learned all games so you can beat them on race day so far? All of these games? In this list? Oh, Batman's a 40-minute run for you. Batman's hard. It makes sense why it's the second to last game, but still, that game's hard. Okay. I think... Thank you, Stream Elements. Thank you. Let's do this. Okay. I wouldn't say it's free, but it's easy. I wouldn't say free. Stage 7 can be, or Act 7 can be a little tough, but... Alright. Here we go. Let's try to bring it back. And to be fair, I wasn't thrilled about that run that we lost because of power. I wasn't thrilled. But, it's all good. As Ario said, we can try for a better one. Luckily, it was Monster in my pocket that I lost a run to, not Codename Viper. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any zips for Mega Man. I'm not I haven't made up my mind, honestly. I have save states set up in case I decide to learn them, but, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I still see my OBS and everything's looking okay. There are free zips now. Yeah, I need to, I need to at least take, because, like, there were a couple zips that I saw that I'm like, I'm not doing that. And then there were a couple zips Or I assume there's a couple zips that can soft lock the game, and since there's no passwords, I'm not even gonna try them. I don't like doing zips and stuff that, that could cause a soft lock. Yeah, that was a little bit of a rough stage, that's okay. No biggie. It is. As far as, like, level complete jingles go in NES games, Monster in My Pocket has one of the better ones. One of the best ones, I'd say. Early elect. I'm not... we're not doing early elect anyway. What's the other one that can soft lock? Refight skip can soft... That can soft lock. Only if you go for fast death. Okay. So if you do it the other way, you're not gonna soft lock. Okay. You'll go. Yeah, of course you'll go for that. That's the JKL way. Go for all the hard stuff. I'm not too worried about being behind on the first couple stages. It's fine. I'm not worried about that. We have time to save later. That's good. There's a way to prevent the fish from spawning later in this section. So we'll try to do that if possible. We're good. You only need health if you get hit. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. TMNT 3 on Game Boy was fun. I actually enjoyed that game quite a bit. That's true. Well, I won't be angry if you share them with the... If you don't share them with the class, then I'll be angry. An idea crossed my mind on this boss fight. I'm gonna see if it'll even matter. Oh no, because he does that anyway. Okay, never mind. Waste of time then. Class needs to do their own homework. Well, to be fair, that same Tiny 10 that Shippu Iron Leaguer was in, EBC knew about a strat to transfer health between characters, and he didn't bring that up until there was a podcast episode. And this was like a month after the list was announced. And he just didn't even bother talking about it. If he, like, why would you not share information you know if you want people to learn your games? If I want people to speedrun Kid Touretsu, I'm gonna explain how to do it. I'm gonna share what I know. I don't know everything, but I'm gonna share what I know. You can do the quick kill with only getting hit 3 times. Yeah, that boss I need to take a closer look at to figure out if I can do it better than how I've been doing it. I don't know. Of all the games that people have been guessing for this upcoming Tiny 10, there's only a couple that I'm like, ooh, that would actually be super fun for me to play. And then there's a couple that I have seen be predicted, and I'm like, that sounds terrible. Yeah, I actually don't think Tiny 1012 was even the worst. It's not the worst list, but, there were games I just didn't want to play. Just visually looking at that list, honestly, the most fun game actually seemed to be Power Rangers for me. Well, here's my thing about themes. Here's my thing. Well, broad themes, yeah, but here's my thing about themes. I don't like when a theme is created and then games are found and decided on. If there's already games that you want to include in a list and then you just base it around a theme, like, oh yeah, we've definitely wanted to put these games in, then that's fine. I don't know if the theme came first or if the games came first for the last Tiny 10 and this new one. I'm hoping it's the former. I'm hoping that the theme came, or I'm sorry. I'm hoping the games came first. I meant the latter earlier. I'm confusing myself. I mean, the best Tiny 10 list was number 7. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I like variety in lists as well, but I also am of the belief that you shouldn't go for variety just to have variety. If you know of a game that would work in a list, and it's not a platformer, okay, consider it, but don't put it in a list just because of that. Put it in because it's a good game. Yeah. And you're right, JKL. True Lies and Alien 3 were top down, but that's about it. Yeah. I mean, I guess Power Rangers was a beat 'em up, I guess. Beat 'em ups are fine. Some people hate beat 'em ups. I think they're fun. The worst beat 'em up I've ever played is Renegade. Every other beat 'em up I've played for multi-game races, they're all at least fine. Lethal Weapon was fine, not great, but it was fine. TMNT 2 is fun. TMNT 3 NES was fun. Double Dragon Game. Okay, yeah, you're right. Actually, that game is ass. I did forget about that one. I had wiped it from my memory, and then Ariel reminded me. Thank you. Apparently, I'm good at them. Never knew that. We should be all right. I say that. Okay, we're fine. How did I despawn? I despawned that first enemy. Because I grabbed the screw. I didn't even know I could do that. It makes sense why. I get why, but I did not put 2 and 2 together. Huh, okay. Good to know. I did not put 2 and 2 together. Exactly. Well, except Renegade and Double Dragon Game Boy. Those you have to learn, and they're both bad games. They shouldn't have been released. There were people who developed those games and were like, yeah, this is fine. People will like this. Where? This is random, by the way. At least as far as I know. That was a good phase, though. Yeah, this is everyone's worst boss in the game. The good news is I don't have to take a game over on this next stage, so that's gonna be a guaranteed time save. Also, when I hit 4,500 points, I'll get another extra life. Alright. We're not taking a game over this time, we're gonna go. Okay, I didn't get hit. It's fine, go. Okay. I'm surprised there was no Tiny 10 remix this year. I was fully expecting Wayne's World to come back because they hate Tiny 10 runners. I mean, they put Mario's Mission and Mega Man 3 Game Boy in a list together. After they were both universally hated. So, I was fully expecting it. Okay, good. I remembered that. Oh, no, I missed that one. We might be alright. No, we're not. Damn. I'm not happy about that one. I'm not surprised that you liked Mega Man 3. It is horrible for a race game, at least full game. Oh, okay, I see your point. The Punisher. Yeah, the Punisher was a complete misfire. Like, the Punisher itself is not the problem. The problem is that that was the final game. After a list full of 5 other auto-scrollers. Like, come on. Yeah, Tiny 10 9 was the worst list. Actually, if we're counting Remix, I think Tiny 10 Remix 4 is the worst list that's ever been made. If we're counting that as part of the lists. But, yeah. I don't know, Tiny 10 9 was the worst, like, new list. Big 20, I think 11 is the worst, and then Mega 16, I'm not completely sure. I think, I don't know, I don't have a ton of info about that, about the Mega 16 lists, so I'd have to go back and look. Super 16, probably, Super 16, I'm inclined to say, like, it's either 2 or 3, but I'd have to go back and double check the list. It wasn't 5, even though I didn't race. It wasn't 5. 5 had some good games. Are you kidding? Probably 3. Yeah, 3 I considered racing in. But I didn't because of time constraints. Well, not time constraints, I just didn't want to do it. The list just wasn't interesting. Oh, yeah. I'm about to get an extra life once I kill this boss, so we're just gonna keep going. I just have to kill him without dying. We'll be alright. I think 4 looked fun. I didn't do the, oh wait, I'm not about to get an extra life. Uh-oh. I'm not about, oh, I messed, oh boy. I thought I was gonna get more points than that. I was too close to him when I jumped back. I think I have to redo that entire stage. Yeah, I have to redo all of it. I wasn't paying attention. I just wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Whatever. I need to finish a run of this, and I need to finish a run of Ninja Gaiden 3, so whatever. Let's just... I'm not concerned tonight. I'll take the L tonight. Thank you, Oriel. Honestly, I should have grinded for some more points before. I should have killed those dinosaurs before I moved on. I should have just done that. Man, this freaking section is terrible. Are you kidding? They have to shoot first for that to work. They have to shoot first. Just don't turn around. Don't turn around. Thank you. Yeah, that was a mistake on my end, but whatever. Let's just finish this. Let's just finish it. That way we can move on to something else, which will be Ninja Gaiden 3. We need to get a time. I want to get times in all these games, and then we can start working on the bad games. Okay, there's that extra life. He did a glitch on the frost boss. He spawns a tile higher. That sounds fun. Yeah, right in that little section, I should have grinded for points to get that another life on that last attempt. But whatever. It's not like I said, it's not a big deal. It's fine. Oh, yeah. Too bad there's no way to make that consistent. That would have been neat. He could get in 2 hits more per cycle. Yeah. You haven't checked, but you can most likely find it. If you do, let me know. That would be a nice thing to at least know. This boss right here is the worst one in the game, I feel like. This next one. Share with class unless it creates a new category. Like, I feel like no matter what, I'm always gonna die on this boss, no matter what I try. But, like, this is just the fastest way to do it. Like... Okay, so it's 5, then 10, then 10, or 20. 5, 10, 20. I'm trying to think of how many points these bosses give you. Yeah, points are actually gonna matter for the full game during a marathon race. The points are actually gonna matter. Just don't jump too close. What did I just say? Honestly, if I get a 25 on this run for tonight, that'll be fine. I know. That's why I said, what did we just talk about? That's why I said that. That one's only 10 points. Okay. I thought he'd be worth 30. Yeah. Yeah, this could have been a PB if I didn't game over during the boss rush. Honestly, that's the worst place to game over. That's why if I get here with 2 lives or 1 life and I have continues, just take a death. Or I'm sorry, take a game over at the start of stage 6 and then go. I don't see another, like... Okay, I'll take that. I can't remember if there's enemies on the way to this boss or not. There's not, okay. And that boss is also, 10 points. Hey, Pedicue! Fine. Honestly, even if I die here, it's okay. I should practice my safe strat, though, in case I'm at 1 life at this point. How are you not dead? I've hit you a million times. How are you not dead? There you are. Well, we lost a lot of time because I game overed on the boss rush on this run. However, my last run got past the boss rush. We were in this little cutscene, and then my power went out. So you missed that. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. The PB would only have been by like 6 seconds, so... Is my power gonna go out again? Let's find out. Biosustainability. How does that make you boring? That makes you kind of smart, actually. If you're gonna use that kind of stuff to save money, that's smart. That's not boring to me. Alright, here we go. I gotta pay attention. This guy's not hard, but if you're not paying attention, you can just blow it out of nowhere. And you don't want to get to this point and then all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, I messed up. And yes, you can kill those enemies for points and get a life, even on this little fight. Oh, I did not know that. That's kind of cool. Okay. Not a good time, but that's okay. We can improve that. Without that game over, we would have had a PB. So as long as we don't game over during the boss rush, we'll be all right. This game is going to be the one where it's about consistency rather than just going fast and just trying to do all the fast stuff and, you know, potentially screw up. We need to, for this one, we need to, like, be more methodical in what we're doing. Okay, we might come back to this game later, but for now, let's go to Ninja Gaiden 3. I don't know, man. I did de-rust this game. I gotta be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be able to PB this. I didn't even get the sword upgrade, I missed it, but whatever. There's another one before the boss, I think, so. When you have 1350, that's not happening. Alright, that stage sucked. I forgot to get the downward fire throws things. You just boiled an empty kettle? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a really bad starting stage. For some of that I wasn't paying attention, I didn't get the sword upgrade. Whatever. This game I'm not too concerned tonight, except for just trying to be able to beat it. If I can beat it, that's fine. Good enough. I'll consider that a win tonight. This game I'm realizing I'm just not good at. I'm wondering if my PB was a fluke. We'll see. Remember when they made everyone play the US version during the blind race? That was fun. I didn't play the race, but I felt bad for everybody screwing up, say, Act 3 because it was the US version. I was not gonna race if it was US version. I want the life. Yeah, my PB is a low 17 in this game, and I'm not even... I don't even plan to try the US version. You fluked a deathless run. Yeah, not even my run is deathless. My Ninja Gaiden 1 isn't even deathless. The only death I have in that game is the death I took on purpose. I think. I don't recall another death. I'm actually surprised they didn't do Ninja Gaiden 1. That sucks. I usually don't get the first cycle here, but the fact that I missed it twice, that sucks. To be honest, I also think that they just kind of... They're like, hey, we need to make a list that people are actually going to want to play, because the last 2 lists did not get well received. And I think they realize that. Which is good. You gotta be able to take the criticism and be like, yeah, well, this is what people want to do, and we still want to do this event. Okay. Let's try to make improvements. Yeah, this is by far a better game than the first Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 2, I wouldn't know. I've never beaten that game. I would like to someday, but I've never done it. That was a good one. You first. I might play Turtles 2 tonight. We'll see. I mean, that was the plan, was if these 2 games went okay, I would play Turtles 2. But since Monster in My Pocket went poorly, I might play that again. I might. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like... I didn't predict a puzzle game, I don't think. But if I knew a puzzle game was going to be in, I would have recommended... I know Infinite Mystery's going to hate me. I would have recommended Palamedes. I know Infinite Mystery's going to hate me for saying that, but... Oh, come on! Metal Storm's a fun game, but I could also live without it. I like Metal Storm, though. Yeah, with pause strats, Palamedes isn't that bad. I mean, that's what I would say. I like Palamedes quite a bit, actually. That's probably my favorite NES puzzle game. And, like, I'm aware that there are other games on the NES that are puzzle games that are more popular, but Palamedes is... I don't know why that game is... Like, that game was hard in the Big 20, but I didn't care because it was fun. It was fun, so I didn't care. Did I miss a sword upgrade, or is there just not one here yet? What are y'all talking about? Hang on. Sorry, if I miss your message, I'll try to read it as soon as possible. We do Flipple? Flipple would be fun. Flipple was my favorite game in Big 20 number 11, even though almost all those games were either mediocre or terrible. I shouldn't have raced in that list. I had more fun in 14 than I had in 11. 14's not even that good of a list. It's fine. At least I think. Like, it's fine. Not my favorite. It's fine. At least, I mean, to be fair, the bad games in 14 were really bad, but they're not the worst that have ever been put in a list. That goes to probably Rocky and Bullwinkle and Codename Viper. Yeah, there's a 10-round category, which is not full game, but, like, I don't know. I guess that's kind of up for debate. There's only a 10-round category because I decided to add Flipple to speedrun.com. Or, like, a couple people asked if they could, if there was a leaderboard, and I was like, I could make one if people wanted. Which I did. And then somebody ran the Game Boy version, and they're like, can we have the Game Boy version? So I split the board between those 2 platforms. This sucks, by the way. I mean, true, that's technically not full game. You have a point. I forgot where timing ends in this game. Does it end on on the screen being black, or does it end when the timer is at 0? Yeah, because they like when you can submit a full run to the leaderboard. Yeah, because, like, technically NES Open isn't the full game. You're only doing a third of it, but it is a full, like, category or a full course of the game. And Flipple, when you complete 10 stages, you get, like, a little animation and stuff that's like, you're moving to the next, or, you know, you now go to the next area, like that kind of thing. Because full game Flipple is impossible. Unless you're doing, well, Advanced, you only have to do it one way. I don't know if, I haven't actually tried Flipple Advanced mode, but yeah. Whole screen becomes black after the final boss. Thank you, Ariel. I could not for the life of me remember. I like the concept too, it's just the last 2 years the lists weren't, like, Zelda 2 wasn't Zelda 2, it was the fact that that was half the list. I was not a fan of that. And then last year had 4 games at least that I just did not want to play. I feel like Big 20 can handle having bad games easier than a Nescathlon can because there's 20 games. Because if Nescathlon has a bad game in it, well, I'm sorry, if it has one bad game. If it has one bad game, whatever. But if it has, like, 3 or 4, and that's, like, almost half the list, that's not fun. I don't know. If you're gonna do a bad game, make the goal reasonable. Don't do full game, Kero Kero Kuropi 2. Kero Kero Kuropi's, well, I'm not gonna say that on Twitch, but, I have a lot of words to say about, Kero Kero Kuropi 2. That game on the surface looks fun, and then you realize, oh, these minigames, these are bad. This game is bad. Like, you don't just put hard stuff in just because. You don't put bad stuff in just because. Like, there has to be a point. If you're gonna introduce somebody to a bad game, make it a short goal, and then if they want to torture themselves later, they can. You don't make a list just to torture people. Second submission? Hell fucking no. If I ever put up a time in that game, it's for high score. I don't care that people... I don't remember who it was, but somebody complained that it's like, why are you doing high score? It's like, have you played this bad game? I don't either. I actually don't. Nobody knew that. But then, when Tiny 10 Remix 4 comes around, and they put in Maru's Mission and Mega Man 3, yeah, I do blame the list makers. I 100% blame them for that. They knew that it was universally hated. Why do it? It's not like it was the first time it's ever been in a list, and it's like, oh, we're gonna try it out. Because that's fine. If you want to try a game out, sure, it's fine. But if you're doing it just to screw around and just because you hate the people playing, come on. Maybe you don't hate them, but you don't want people to hate you. You know? Brain Drain would be a great Remix 5 game. If they go for it. If they go for it. Honestly, the next Tiny 10 Remix, I'm probably not joining. Because I know that there's gonna be bad games in it. Games that we know that we hate, but they're gonna put them in anyways. Remix 3 was the last good list. Like, the Remix 3 wasn't even my favorite list. It was fine. But I think Remix 2 was probably the best one. Okay, I did get hit there. I gotta be careful. Yeah, that's like me saying Tiny 10-7 was the best one. Not because I won, but... Okay, I did practice some backups here in case I did this. There we go. Okay, there we go. We're in. We in there. Look at that star go. Oh my god, can all of you go away? Not you guys. The enemies. Yeah, Pingu and Nubo, which is funny because Pingu you messed up on race day, and then they're like, why did you want Pingu if you messed up on race day? It's like, for the same reason I wanted Michael Jordan in a Super 16, and I still messed it up on race day. You don't submit games that you're good at. You don't want games that you're good at. You want games that you like. I don't understand. Like, you're allowed to think before saying something. Maybe that's mean to say, but that's true. I don't know. I can be a meanie sometimes. I don't deny it. I try not to be, but sometimes it just comes out. I'm probably gonna die here, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. Yeah. Power Rangers looked like the most fun game in that list, honestly. How did we kill these first two bosses without dying? Can we get the third without dying? We'll try. We tried. Okay, I have to redo the last section before coming back here. Luckily, this section's not too hard. This game was in the second Big 20 I ever did. And probably my... I don't know, third... It's either my second or third least favorite list. Honestly. It's either my second or third least favorite. It did have some fun games, even though 9 kinda had a lot of jank in it. Some of it was fun jank, but then some of it was just like, why is this in the list? Exactly. No, 6-1. 6-1. Okay, we've got times for every game. We've done it. We have done it. Six through 9 were great lists. Yep, thanks for the GGs. Yeah, if I go back to muster my pocket and improve my time, we'll be good on that one. We might do that. Let me go back. I'm gonna take a break to rest my thumbs, anyways. So, oh, I need to update my spreadsheet, or not mine, but I need to update the one that I have access to that I edit with all the Big 20 information. We need to put 15 stuff in there, or at least the leaderboard results and stuff. Okay. Yeah. 6 was the Famicom list. That list was... I didn't play that. That was the first Big 20 I ever knew about. But that list, I would have joined that if it was today. I would have joined it. I wouldn't have been happy with Garfield. I wouldn't have been happy with Goonies. Goonies is fun, but the RNG, and I'm not really a fan of. Big 20 number 7. Actually, I take it back. I think 7's my second least favorite Big 20. I think it's 7. 7 had Mach Rider and Cybernoid and Ikari Warriors, Astyanax. Some games were also fun, but like, you know. Yeah, I like that too, JK. I like lists of games that we don't really know anything about. Big 20 number 8 was fun. I like that list, except I think my least favorite game in number 8 was probably Russian Attack. I hated Tailspin at the time, but I like it now. Tailspin on emulator is impossible. Big 20 number 9. I mean, Battle Kid was a complete misfire. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was just kind of boring to me. I didn't really care for that one that much. Barbie was also kind of boring, but I couldn't take Barbie seriously. Even when I ran the full game, I couldn't take it seriously. I would be down for a homebrew unlicensed list. I would. Homebrew and unlicensed games in a list together, I'd be down for that. Oh, you're not going to pick the games for the next... Yeah, I don't want you picking games that are like, you know, literal torture devices. Not that 14 was, but yeah. Last Ninja was awful. I did not... that game grew on me a little bit, but that game is awful. Silver Surfer is a bad game, but the OST is amazing. Simpsons is garbage. Codename Viper is garbage. Mega Man 6 is probably my least favorite Mega Man I've played. I haven't played 4 yet. I'm waiting for that to get in a Big 20, and then I'll play it. But yeah, that's my impromptu review. Once I beat all the Big 20 goals, we'll go back and rate... We'll go back and do a tier list of every single goal. Oh, this is ordered? Okay. I like how the last tier is called LMAO. You think I would like 4? I feel like I would too. If I knew the route and everything, I feel like I would like it. Terminator 2 second worst. Yeah, Gremlins 2 is another game that I think would be a fun game to actually mess around with and learn. Oh yeah, you feel like you would win if you picked the games. Yeah. Yeah, Power Rangers and Gremlins 2 are probably the 2 best games. Let's see, Last Action Hero. Oh, Dennis the Menace, is that what it is? Yeah. And Alien 3, A tier. Hudson Hawk, True Lies, Home Alone 2. Yeah, Home Alone 2 was actually... On the surface, that game looks completely horrible, but then apparently if you grab one item, you're invincible the rest of the game, so it's like, oh, okay, free game. Yeah. I feel like True Lies might be fun. That one might be fun. Gremlins and Home Alone are the complete opposite. Yeah, that's fair. To be fair, a lot of games in 14... I look at 14's list, and in hindsight, a lot of it was easy. 14's list, a lot of it was easy. And, like, even... Like, let's see. Pro Wrestling isn't hard. Galaga's not hard. Magic Darts isn't hard. Indiana Jones, fuck that game. Mendel Palace was easy. Pictionary, completely free. Indie Heat, easy. Smash TV was probably the first game that was a good game, but also kind of difficult. Final Fantasy's easy. Golf was easy. Gauntlet. The goal was easy for Gauntlet. If we did full game Gauntlet, oh boy. Street Fighter is bad. Lethal Weapon was easy. Kickmaster was a good game that was hard. Kickmaster was probably the first one, yeah. Magic Kingdom, pretty easy. Demon Sword, RNG Hell, Guardian Legend. If you can get past the mashing, it's not too bad. Power Blade 2 had a lot of auto-scrollers. Mega Man, and then Mega Man 5 and Rockin' Cats are like good games, but they weren't that hard. Like, they weren't that hard. They were fun, though. Those last 2 games were really fun. My favorite... I mean, Gauntlet was my favorite, then Rockin' Cats, then Mega Man 5. Kickmaster was probably number 4 for me. I mean, I like Final Fantasy, but the goal was pretty simple. Like, yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's do another run of this. Reset? Oh, yeah, you need to update it with 15's games. That's fine. I'm not... let me actually talk about this while I start this next run, because there's nothing to talk about in Stage 1. I talked about this on Twitter and in my Discord, but I haven't talked about it on stream vocally with people. 15 sucked anyways. 15 was fun, but it wasn't my favorite list. I liked it better than 10 and 13. 10 and 13 were, like... I mean, I think 13 was better than 10, but 15 was better than 13, because 15, there, like, I mean, well, Kid Icarus I hated. Contra, I'm so done with that game. But, like, there weren't any obviously terrible games that were voted in. Like, I don't know. I'm not planning to do, so let me talk about this. I'm not planning to do a People's Choice ever again for Big 20. But also, after Nescathlon, I'm done with NES stuff for at least the foreseeable future. Because I have been playing NES games almost exclusively since June, I think? And there's so many other things I would like to do, or relearn, or learn, that are on other systems. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm not talking just retro. I am talking, you know, modern games too. Maybe I'll throw in another casual playthrough of a game too. Yeah, whenever I complete every single Big 20 goal from the past, I'm going to, I'm gonna do, a stream where I rank all the games. Ultimate Decathlon. My issue with Ultimate Decathlon... Well, one, if it's a really long game that I've never played before... Like, if they put in Dark Souls 2, like, I'm already out. I'm not gonna sit there and learn the speedrun when I can't even beat the game casually. I've never even played it. That's one issue I have. The other is that I would like to, if possible, I'd like to buy the games if I can. If I can't, fine, I'll do what I have to. I mean, I'm using a freaking power pack right now, for Christ's sake. Oh, yeah. Marble Madness Game Boy Color. If I'm, like, really bored, I might look at it, but I gotta be honest, don't hold your breath for that one. I'm being completely honest with you. Don't hold your breath for that one. I did Marble Madness Sega Master System, and I almost wanted to freaking gouge my eyes out when I was done with it. That's a game I'm never going back to. That's on the the nightmare list. Batman Returns on Master System I might actually take a look at. That's a good that's a decent NES game that I feel like could work in a Big 20. Batman Returns. How did I lose 6 seconds? Did I do something wrong? I guess I took my time to kill a few extra enemies, but I didn't think that was 6 seconds worth. Nice kill, by the way. That was random. The only person right now who has a sub 3 time for all the games is Firebroth. But there's 5 people who have times for all of the games. Wolf Spirit, it's a homebrew game. Some homebrew games don't work on my power pack, by the way, so I'd have to either do it on emulator, or if I get an EverDrive in the future, I can play some homebrews there. There's also a few random Famicom games that do not work on my power pack. The worst, or not the worst, but like the one game that I would play and learn that I cannot play on my power pack is Pizza Pop. It does not work on power pack. I tried, it doesn't work. You took 6 seconds more to beat that stage. Thanks, Captain Obvious. Dime Caper? Lucky Dime Caper was alright. If that's what you're talking about. I had some issues with that game, but at the same time, like, it was fun. Like, I've definitely picked worse 12-hour challenge games. Lesser the unlikely. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Actually, is that fine? I'm not sure. I might be taking that back. I might be eating my words there. 3 hits left. I don't know if it was worth it. I am making up some time. You haven't picked any good 12-hour challenge games ever. I think the best 12-hour challenge game, I mean, not the best at the time, but the best one now, Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City. That was a good one. Do 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 do. Neil Breen. Yeah, Neil Breen the game. That was my favorite one. Game Gear version will be fun. No hammer. You don't lose the hammer in that one? Oh, snap. I might have to learn that too. It is on my list of super long games that I would do if I'm ever bored. I had a list like that, which, to be fair, that's actually, I'm going to be marking some games off of that, so. At least it's my plan. You don't have to kill these enemies, by the way, that are shooting these hooks. Makes your life a little easier, but... That is really bad. I'm gonna have to game over on stage 6 now. Unless if I don't die on if I get to stage 6 and I have 3 lives, we're going. If I have 2 lives or less, not even gonna bother. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Game Gear. I want, like, there's a handful of Game Gear games I want to learn. I would have to play all of them on emulator, but that's okay because the 2 Game Gear games I have run in the past, they were on emulator. Cliffhanger Game Gear and Mickey's Ultimate Challenge Game Gear. Those are the only ones. But I would like to run a few more. I'm probably not going to go for record in Ninja Gaiden Game Gear, but I'll learn it. But like I said, I'm gonna have to play all of them on emulator because Sega did not release a way to play your Game Gear games on your TV through your Genesis. Not even through your Master System. I can't believe it either, and I had a mistake in that run, which, if somebody wants to get a free Game Gear record, Cliffhanger Game Gear, you can get a sub 10 in that game and get record. I missed the sub 10 because of a mistake. I don't remember where it was. It lets you play some. I actually was able to get Ninja Gaiden Game Gear to work on Genesis, but I also have like a little issue with it. It's not really an issue, like, okay, I kind of need y'all's stance on this one, actually. Let me ask you guys this, because you might know more than this. More than me on this. You have to patch the ROM. Like, you have to patch a ROM to be able to get a Game Gear ROM to work on the Genesis, and it only works for some games as far as I know. I'm not, for some reason, that just doesn't sit well with me. Having to patch a ROM to do that. Like, for some reason, it's like, how do I phrase this? I feel like I'm manipulating a ROM and it's not the real deal. And like, it's running on hardware that it technically shouldn't be running on. Like, it's not like it's running through an emulator. Like, if it was RetroArch on a console, that's different. RetroArch is an emulator. But I don't know. If anyone has any strong opinions on the matter, I guess, like if anyone's like, oh no, you're allowed to do it this way or whatever, like, feel free to yell at me, but I don't know, for some reason that just does not, it's like, it just doesn't sit well with me. I mean, if you want to play it in your own time, play a game casually and patch a ROM, that's fine, but, you know, for a speedrun, like leaderboard or whatever, I don't know, for some reason that just, if anyone wants to call me an idiot, feel free. As long as it runs good, it's okay. Sega emulation in general is horrible. Yeah, it is. Idiot. I was waiting for somebody to do that. Good. Patching it and making it play on actual hardware is better. Yeah. You know, we were talking, I mean, you just brought up Sega emulation being terrible. This is not even a joke. Last night, before I went to bed, I downloaded, because I tried to get the PC version to work. I wanted to mess around with the PC version of Pitfall: The Mind Adventure. Could not get it to work. So I'm like, I wonder if I can get Sega CD games to work on my computer. And I could through Fusion, the emulator Fusion. But even then, Fusion is a rough emulator. Like, it doesn't even run the games that well. Also, I'm a little concerned about, I might have to game over on on stage 6. We might not have a choice. Well, I can't use BizHawk. I tried, it doesn't work. Unless if there is a way to get Sega CD games to work on BizHawk. Okay. I do like BizHawk though. My last computer couldn't even run BizHawk. You need the correct core. Fusion, ew, burn it. I know, like, I normally don't use Fusion, but I kind of was forced to. Okay, you know what? This is super risky. I actually don't recommend people do this, what I'm about to do. We're gonna go for it and try to get enough points for an extra life. I don't recommend this because it's not safe. No! Can these enemies go away? Why are those in the game? Well, I'm gonna have 2 lives going into this. We're gonna blow one of them on. Okay. This isn't good. I wanted to try to hold on to that health, man. Yeah, screaming, man. There's that extra life I got. I shouldn't have. I should have just died. Honestly, I kind of regret this now. I probably should have just taken a death. Or game over, I mean. Wait, yeah, what game did they not allow BizHawk for? For Game Boy games? I mean, I use BGB anyways. I mean, I used to use it, I should say. I mean, I have a Game Boy EverDrive, so it makes no difference now, but... Adrianus, okay. I'm running through a few different scenarios in my head for what I'm gonna do on this boss rush. Okay. Yeah, I've actually never heard of that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about emulation in general. I'm not the guy to ask. I just don't know enough about it. I tried to jump. Get extra input delay. Oh, it was only one hit left, okay. Inadvertently, that's the first time I've ever beaten that boss without dying. I tried. The good news is we're past the hard boss. That's the good news. That's the silver lining there. Honestly, if I game over in the boss rush, I'll just reset the whole run. If I game over. I am glad this was not full game in the Big 20. I understand why it's okay for the Nescathlon, but for a Big 20, I'm glad it wasn't full game. They knew what they were doing. But then they put, Karo, I mean, I shouldn't be joking about that one. Even if I take 2 hits, it's okay. I didn't even take 1 hit on that boss. Well, if we're talking 1 stage ABBA code allowed for Ikari Warriors, then yeah, that game. Because at least it's free. But if we're talking a full game, honestly, Karo Kuropi too. I actually messed up the jumps, but I didn't take any damage. Yeah, full game Ikari, nobody's joining that race. Also, hi, Radio. I'm sorry I missed your message earlier. I know you said something earlier. But, hope you're having a good night. Sorry about that. I was distracted with everybody else's messages and trying to play this game. Sorry. Still no. We have a shot. Unless if I find a way to screw up the final boss fight. Oh, you PB'd on ease. Nice. GG. Even level 1 of Ikari, and I'm still in no, even with the code. Yeah, Ikari Warriors shouldn't be a game. Nope. I hope my stream doesn't die, though. Sometimes my stream randomly goes down for 3 seconds at a time, so hopefully it doesn't do that. Ha ha ha, I have returned. Ease Oath, minus 930 PB, still a bad run. Well, minus 9.5 minutes, not bad. You thought you defeated me. I'm much stronger than you expected. Now I will destroy you. What? This isn't guaranteed. You can still screw this up if you're not paying attention. Like that. There we go. That's how you do it. What? He's shouting out a spell. There it is. That's a little bit better, yeah. Oh yeah, that one Ease game on the Master System. Yeah, I run that too. Thanks to the GGs, Ariel, and Rayo, and JKL. Thank you for the Sayo Cheers, Zara, and thank you for the GG Peta. Dude, so right now on the time tracker leaderboard, it's Firebroth, then me, then MTI, then ZG, then Ray Dude. Firebroth and I are separated by 38 seconds. His golf is better, his TMNT 2 is better, his Ninja Gaiden 3 is better, his Jackal is better. TMNT 2 I can save time on. TMNT 2 we might play, actually. We might boot that one up. James Pond 2, that's a dumb thing. I can link it, JKL. I'll link it. I'll link it. There. Okay, that burp was just obnoxious. There was no point in that one. Yeah, well, TMNT 2 I have like 3 minutes to save, so. Yeah, I think we might boot it up. Let's boot it up. I've got time to try at least one run of that game. I did practice the Shredder fight not too long ago. So. Zara. I did practice the Shredder fight not too long ago, and I understood what I was... Or at least I had a general idea of what I was doing wrong, so... yeah, it is most important for sure. Alright, anyways. Let's do this. I know I started it slightly early, I don't care. We'll fix it later. I actually wasn't too sure about this game at first, because I was like, oh, TMNT 3 is more fun to me. This game is a lot of fun, actually. This is the longest this is the longest game in this list, by the way. Or at least it should be. Unless you spend 40 minutes on Mega Man. But yeah, I don't know if this is like probably the first NES race event where it's like there's no clear favorite to win this. Like none of like the top tier NES runners are participating in this list, even though this is probably I think this is the best NEScathlon list that's ever been made. I honestly think. Like the very first list was good, but it also had TMNT 1, which is garbage. The second NEScathlon had Total Recall, but everything else was great. And then Zelda 2. Zelda 2 is not a bad game. The problem is that it was half the list. And then Jaws wasn't really that fun. The last year, ugh. And then this year, it's like, none of these games are bad, in my opinion. Like, these games are good. Like, I don't know why. You prefer 2019s? I mean, to be fair, if you're going to pick a different NEScathlon list that you like more, 2019 is not a bad one. Total Recall was complete ass, in my opinion, but... Everything else on that list was a lot of fun. TMNT 3 would cause problems. Okay, we got the pixel. We got it. I'm just mashing A and B over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Nods and track. You like Total Recall? And that's fine if you did. I'm not saying anyone's wrong for liking a game that I don't like, but... You know, Total Recall is not the worst NES game I've ever played. I honestly think it's Cybernoid. I think Cybernoid isn't even like a game. Like... Cybernoid, like, wasn't even programmed correctly. It helps that it's short. It does, I will say that. Total Recall does help that. Once you get past the worst stage in the game, at least you get a checkpoint, or at least you have a way to return to Mars. At least they did that for you, but... I don't know. Even though I've never speedrun... I know last year had Platoon. Even though I've never speedrun Platoon, I did try to play it casually, and I did not enjoy it, so... maybe if I learn the speedrun, I'll probably hate the first 5 minutes, but maybe the rest of it is fun. I don't know. Platoon's a tough one. I don't even know if Platoon would ever even be considered for a Big 20. I doubt it, just because it wasn't received well in Miskathlon. I know Ferrodipity liked it, but that's fine. He's allowed to like that game. I like Michael Jordan Cast in the Windy City, and no one has put me, you know, no one has sent me to a mental institution for that. So please don't send me to a mental institution because I like that. Well, yeah, it was Ariel, but I'm surprised Total Recall and Roller Games were used immediately in the next Big 20. But to be fair, it's like, maybe they weren't really sure what games to include in general, if I had to take a guess. I messed this up. Oh wait, no, we fixed it. Nice, we fixed it. I don't know if I would. I don't think that game is on the mini TurboGrafx, but also, I'd have to play it on emulator. I don't really know. That's my answer. I don't know. I haven't thought about it, so. You know what game I saw gameplay footage of and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll try this. And I realized it was on the TurboGrafx Mini, but I kind of just forgot about it. I've never actually played an Ys game, and I'm wondering, I almost want to try Ys Book 1 and 2 on my TurboGrafx Mini, just to see if I like it. And I'm not saying that just because Radio's here, I'm saying that because I'm serious, like, I honestly am wondering if I should at least just give it a shot, see if I like it. What? At least he's the last one. This was bad. And yeah, I don't think Dexter and Bad Breaks cared about other events either. I don't even think Bad Breaks knew. They're completely different games to the rest. Yeah. I was watching Masahiro Sakurai's, one of his more recent videos he put up on his channel, and he was talking about it was the one talking about, like, what's your reward when you know, achieve something, or it's like, you know, he was talking about how a lot of RPGs use, like, experience and stuff, and it's like, once you hit a certain experience level, then you get a reward. And he demonstrated using Ys on TurboGrafx, and I'm like, you know, this seems, I don't know, it's, I'm thinking about it, is my point. That's my point. I'm thinking about it. But I also have other games I want to play. When January comes around, I'm finally going to be able to play Persona 3 for the first time in my life. Persona 3 Portable comes out. I played Persona 5 for the first time in 2019, played Royal in 2020, and replayed it this year. And then Persona 4 Golden I played last year. Everyone's favorite Persona game. No, I'm kidding. Apparently, that game just causes discourse all the time because people aren't paying attention to the game. They're literally doing what the final boss in the game has been trying to tell you. People are seeing what they want to see. They are not taking the game in for what it is. We're not even losing that much time. That's shocking. Tonight I dine on turtle soup. But yeah, I guess I don't casually. I mean, there's a few games I want to play casually. There's probably gonna be a couple games I play off stream that I want to play. I forgot. I bought fairly recent, like before I had to start taking my money seriously, I bought A Plague Tale Innocence, I think it's called, because there's a new one that's coming out. I want to try that game out. It looks interesting. I know that's not a retro game, but I don't care. I don't just play retro games. I'm not some people who, as soon as I'm playing something that's not a NES game, they're like, "Did you quit NES speedrunning?" I tell them to go back to clown school. You know what's funny is everyone talks about competition. I'm the least competitive speedrunner I can think of. I don't care. Like, I compete against myself. I don't care about beating other people. It's fine if you do. I can't change that, but like, I don't care. Like, and yeah, Remix 3 was fun. All of us were in that one, honestly. Like, as far as winning, all of us, any of us could have done it. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, when it does happen, it is cool. Like, if I cared about competition, I would compete in events for money. But I don't do that because I don't care about competition. I care about doing what I want to do and being the best that I can be. That's what I care about. Ah! Why am I getting hit? Why am I getting hit? What is happening? Is it just because I'm on the left side? At least this side's working. Okay, he's starting to get weak. Could be kicking too high. That's possible. I'm not denying that. It's possible. Yeah, me too, Rayo. You know what was crazy in that race? In Super 16 number 4? Because the top 3, like, it was always the top 3 on the mainstream, and I was always in 4th, and even though I was way behind the top 3, like, I was never gonna catch them. That wasn't the point, but it was cool to be on the, like, that's the only time, actually, the first time, not the only, the first time, sorry, let me back up again, second time I was ever on the restream for the entire race. Like, I was going up against the 3 best Super Nintendo speedrunners, and I was still holding my own. Which I think is cool. If other people were like, why, you suck, you weren't even close to them. Who freaking cares? Like, so what? I was holding my own against the 3 best Super Nintendo speedrunners. And when they were done, I was still in 4th place. And yeah, Radio was commentating that one. That list was fun. That Super 16 was fun. I'm gonna say I think that was my favorite Super 16 list, mainly because the most recent one did have Home Improvement and Ghoul Patrol. You know what? You know what's kind of funny, though? Some people said this in their interviews, and this was only a little bit true for me. Just a little bit. Home Improvement did kind of grow on me as time went on, but it's still an awful game. It is an awful game. However, I think the thing is that I started getting so much better at Home Improvement that Ghoul Patrol started to become my game that I'm just like, holy crap, this sucks. Dude, that race though for Super 16 this year, I had the comeback of the century. I was behind 4 minutes after Pocky and Rocky 2, and when the race was over, I was minus 1 minute and 19. That was so crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it is not. It is way worse. Zombies. It's like zombies ate my neighbors after they went drinking and they developed alcoholism. I forgot there's a freaking car there. You don't like the SNES? I realized that I don't like the SNES as much as I like the NES. That was a good, that was a good kill there, nice. I like a lot of SNES games. I grew up with a Super Nintendo, but the NES was just better. To be fair, I didn't have a ton of games on either system growing up. For Super Nintendo, the only games we had were Super Mario All-Stars, Super Earth Defense Force, underrated game, by the way, Donkey Kong Country 2, The Lion King, Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City, Tiny Toons, Buster Bust Loose, or maybe it was Looney Tunes, I don't remember, who cares, I forgot to be at the top here. And, there was, I think there was one more game we had, but I don't remember what it was. And then for NES, we had the first 3 Mario games, Goal, Burger Time, Top Gun, Tecmo Basketball, Tecmo NBA Basketball, and I think that was it. I think I said, yeah, Burger Time, Goal, Top Gun, the first 3 Mario games, Duck Hunt we had, and Tecmo NBA Basketball. And Mario 3 is the reason I play video games today, so that's the game you really gotta thank for me doing this. Or like, to, you know, for somebody as young as me to even like retro games at all, you gotta thank Mario 3 for it. That was my first video game I ever played. Yeah, I was actually very happy with Lion King as well. I'm glad I was able to beat that game for the first time in my life. I forgot we don't, I don't have splits for this section. I have a split on the next, I split on bosses. Lion King is great. Yeah, I am 26 years old. I'm 26. Because I'm a dumb baby. Orio's younger than me, yeah. Yeah, you know, it's funny, because I was like, oh, I think I'm the youngest person in the retro community. Then I met Ariel. Then I met Ariel, and I'm like, oh, I'm not the youngest in the community anymore. I'm younger mentally. You might be true. Sometimes you know what's funny? Sometimes I act younger than my age, and sometimes I act older than my age. 37, not bad. Yeah, I was born 1996. It's funny, I grew up with an NES, an SNES, and a PlayStation 2. Yeah, Zara's 30. 37, first game, Flimbo's Quest, Commodore 64. Wow. If I just mash up after that, I can turn his head. I mean, you can do it down too, but I need to stay in position there, so I press up. Your drinking habits. Fun fact about me, in case none of you knew this, I purposefully do not drink alcohol, even though I'm of age. And I've had alcohol before, but I don't drink. One is because I, like, in general, just don't really care for the taste of alcohol anyway. But two, because of, like, more serious personal reasons, so. I might also be the most sober speedrunner out there. Yeah, if people are like, hey, you wanna go drinking? It's like, if I can't avoid it, I'm not drinking alcohol. I'll drink water. The only things I really drink are like water, milk, and juice and stuff like that. Which even then, I mostly drink water. I'll drink milk with like cereal, or if I'm having like cookies or cake or something, I might drink milk. But no, I mostly just drink water. You've never even tried alcohol? Oh, okay, never mind, I take it back. Yeah, I don't drink soda. As a kid, I didn't like the fizziness of soda. But nowadays, I mean, to be fair, I never was like, you know what, I'll try soda now, because I was a very picky eater and stuff as a little kid. I would avoid a lot of food just because of, it was just super sensitive to me. I mean, to be fair, I'm autistic as well, so that's part of it. But, I didn't like the fizziness as a kid. But also, it's like nowadays, soda's so unhealthy for you that I'm just like, why would I even want to try to get, like, start drinking soda? But yeah, I don't drink soda. I am not a very adventurous eater or drinker. I like what I like, and if I don't have to change my eating or drinking habits, then that's fine. Also, nice pizza pickup there. Yeah, I eat a lot of, like, different foods now, and I'm willing to try foods. It's just, like, as a little kid, I wouldn't try new foods, and I didn't know why I was afraid of trying new foods. Some of it was my anxiety disorder, and some of it was being autistic, but, talking with my therapist has actually helped me kind of realize why oh, he's dead, okay. Kind of realize why I wasn't a very adventurous eater. Nowadays, you drink 3 things: coffee, water, and beer. Not bad. Yeah, I don't even drink coffee. Every once in a while, I might drink tea. But yeah. Like, some people, well, here's the thing, like, even if I wanted to start drinking coffee, like, some people cannot function without coffee. And I'm just like, I don't want to be that person. I'm not saying everybody who drinks coffee can't function without it. I'm just saying that I don't want to get hooked on it. I want to get hooked on speedrunning retro games. That's what I want to get hooked on. No, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, like I've had sips of coffee when I was a little kid, like 5 or 6 years old. I would have sips of my dad's coffee. Which I don't think having sips of that is a problem. I really don't. I forget this every time. Last one got me. Oh yeah, no, I understand that, Radio. Do I need to be... I hate this section. I might need to get back on emulator and practice this. The reason I say emulator is because this game obviously works on the power pack, but I can't make save states on it. So... Come on! What are you doing? This is only the first tiger. Finally. Yeah. Also, that's fair, Radio. God, I freaking hate these tigers, dude. Come on, man. Okay. Yeah. Although I have more time to save on Shredder than I did those tigers. The energy drink addict, but you worked at Domino's. Yeah, that is justified, I'd say. I have never worked in a food place. I've worked retail, but never in a restaurant or anything. Or like a fast food place. I don't think I could do it, honestly. I really don't think so. Like I said, I worked retail, and that was fine at the time. I wouldn't do it again. Now I work as a freelance writer, remotely from home, which I like. I actually like doing that. Which the job is still fairly new. I didn't mean to pick the pizza up immediately, whatever. I didn't even get hit, nice. Okay, we got the best luck here. Well, I say that, and then that happened. I take it back, we had the best luck until now. But you're scared, yeah. I think one of my biggest fears, and I go to counseling tomorrow to see my therapist, so I might bring this up with him, but I think one of my biggest fears is I worry that because I'm working, I'll have less time for like my activities and like, you know, gaming and stuff like that. That's what I worry about. Because I have more expenses I have to pay for now. And it's no secret, inflation is ridiculous right now in the US, so it's not really helping my cause. Also, if you're wondering what the time loss is, it's because of that terrible... The tigers. The terrible tigers. That's a good name. I can make that time back up in Shredder, though. I forget this every time. Dude. After the elevator, there's a pizza, but still. Yeah, it consumes health on TMNT 3, except for once you get to 1 HP. But in this game, it doesn't. That's weird. But maybe they realized, hey, everyone's just using special attack to get through the entire game. We want people to actually play. Maybe that's why they did it. Maybe that's why TMNT 2 is in this list and not 3. I predicted 3. I didn't predict 2. Yeah, I'm glad we can use J version. I have the cart of the US version. We're not using it, though. Every single time, dude. Stop going early. Okay, the pizza's right after this a little bit. Yeah. Exactly, yeah, you don't have to just use special, you can kick too. Yeah, the kick on the US version only does... You have to do it twice to kill an enemy, but on this version you can just do it once and it kills them. Thank God. That was okay. That was okay. Come back here. I should not chase this guy around. My thumb hurts, come on. Okay. Whew. We have a shot. Yeah, I probably should just time this, but mashing is habitual to me, so. Or, let me... At least in my case, I don't need to mash as fast as I'm mashing. It's fine. You get an extra life after you kill this guy, so... He's almost dead. Thanks for the good luck. What? I wasn't lined up right. I'm still not lined up right. I wasn't lined up right, apparently. I thought I had it. That's it. Why are you hitting me? Okay, I see what I was doing wrong. You have to full jump. I was trying to do this faster. I'm now realizing you can't do that. Just take your time and get the kicks. I realize this now. Okay. There we go. That delays his attack a little bit, I see. Well, at least we got a almost 3-minute PB. I'll still accept that. Thank you, Ariel, JKL, Radio, Zara, Fire Broth. That does put me at the top on the spreadsheet. I don't think that's gonna last, but we'll see. Thank you, Arcadian Pedicue. Cowabunga, indeed. Let's see. Golf and Little Mermaid are free. Monster in My Pocket is punishing. Jackal is punishing. This game is punishing. If you don't understand the Shredder fight, this game is very punishing. Metal Storm, not too bad. Ninja Gaiden 3, not too bad. Little Samson, not too bad. Batman, kind of. Mega Man. If you softlock Mega Man, you're in trouble. Yeah. I can still save time on Turtles. Somehow, I need to go back and look at this run, but somehow I was not lined up correctly on the pixel that you cannot get damaged. Somehow I messed that up, and I don't know. Excuse me, I don't know. I'm guessing I was too high the first time. I really don't know. I was able to fix it, but if anyone's gonna get a sub Ted Sampson for a race, I'm not sure. Oh, if you jump... Oh. 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 I forgot to jump to check it. That's what you were supposed to do. Oh. I was supposed to jump to check it. He's laughing at me! Screw you, Shredder. Asshat. I forgot to jump. I forgot to jump. That's what it was. Samson, I can still save time. I need to do. Let's see. The sum of bests right now is still 18 minutes faster than what I have. But I have right now on the spreadsheet. I have the best monster in my pocket and the best Samson. And both of those can be improved still. So this dude can't even line up correctly. I forgot to jump. I forgot to jump. You have to jump and line it up. And if the shadow's missing the top part, then you're right. Yeah. Damn. That's okay. That's okay. We know that for next time now. Speaking of next time, I think I'm gonna get going for the night. I know I haven't streamed quite 2 hours. Oh, actually, no, I did stream a little while tonight because my power went out. Remember? The first 20 minutes, then the power went out. So yeah, I have been going for a little bit. But I think we'll call it for the night. I'm gonna probably get going. I don't know if I'm going to just learning games, then just doing full runs until race day. Pretty much, yeah. You have to keep streaming. Thanks, stream. Calling it the orchestra. Yeah, yeah. Just, yeah. Let me I don't know if anybody's even streaming Nescathlon stuff right now. We can check. If not, I'll just send you I mean, I'll just call it. It's not a big deal either way. Nah. Okay. I'm not gonna host anybody. You guys can go watch whoever you want. But anyways, have a good one, y'all. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. We'll see. Have a good night, y'all. Take care. See ya.